Hello guys, welcome to Makaut Smashers. In today's video, we will learn about the important topics for computer networks. Okay, for Makaut 6th semester. Okay, so the subject code is PCC CS 602, and we will discuss the each important topic for each chapters. Okay, so we will discuss chapter wise important topics. So our first chapter is overview of data communication and networking. And networking. Okay, so in this chapter we need to learn the first basic important fundamental concept for networking related. So at first, the history of computer networks, you can say history of CN, the short form computer network. Okay, so some networking models is very important. Networking models, okay, like OSI, okay, TCP/IP, okay, and the functions of layers, functions of each layers. You need to learn each layer's functionalities, because in the previous examination the physical and data link are already asked for their functionality and contribution in OSI model. Okay, and networking, each layer, and also protocols and their full names. Okay, so some networking components, you can say. In networking component, we have various types of components. Okay, at first we need to learn the NIC, network interface card. Okay, so hub, repeater, switch, okay, bridge, and router. And then like modem. Okay, so different types of topologies in computer network. Okay, so in the previous year already repeater and router already asked, so others topic like bridge, switch, and hub will be important for this year. Okay, and also gateway and modem, NIC, this year this will be important, and also the topologies. Okay, so you need to understand this topic very clearly. Okay, some numerical can be asked. We will discuss this in later. Okay, so transmission modes will also be important. Okay, transmission modes, like we have simplex, half duplex, and full duplex. Okay, so in the physical layer we have lots of topics. Okay, some unique topics related to the subject, like signals. Okay, so we need to learn about the SNR ratio. SNR means signal to noise. Okay, signal to noise ratio, SNR. Okay, in signals we have two types of signals, like periodic and aperiodic. Okay, and then we have, so now we need to learn about the digital data to digital signal conversion techniques. Okay, so digital data to digital signal conversion technique. Okay, so in digital data to digital signal conversion technique, we have lots of processes. So we summarize this. It means that it is encoding techniques. We can also say that this is encoding techniques. This can be asked in exam. Encoding technique. Encode mean digital data. We can convert it into signals format. Okay. In digital data, we have 0, 1, 0, 0 format, and now we will convert this into signal format. Okay. So we have three types of conversion, like unipolar, polar, and bipolar. Okay. Okay. So this is the types of polar. Okay, in the polar we have RZ mean return to 0. So non-return to 0, return to 0, and biphase. So these are the types. So in the examination you have a signal and now you need to convert it into Manchester or differential Manchester. Okay, so here L means level and I means inverse. Okay, these are the types. So problems in unipolar encoding. Okay, in unipolar encoding, like you can say DC component and synchronization. This can be asked like in what is the problem of unipolar encoding. Okay, how this is solved in polar and bipolar. Okay, so we have some components concept like data transmission. Okay, data transmission, like synchronous, asynchronous, and isochronous. Okay. So now we have some concept like some performance measurement in computer network, in physical layer. Okay, performance of a network. This concept is slightly new because in the examiner in the old years these questions asked. So in this year this is important. Okay, because physical layer we have looks like we actually look physical layer like small, but in the physical layer we have lots of concept. Okay, so in this video we actually discuss this in broad level. Okay, network. Okay, in the performance of network we have a concept like throughput. Okay, we have a delay. So in computer network we have various type of delay. In the examination can be asked. Okay, like some numericals also can be asked, like propagation delay, transmission delay. Okay, transmission, queuing delay, and processing delay. So numerical can be asked from propagation and transmission delay. So we will discuss these formulas also. Okay. So when data is transmitted from one sender to one receiver, actually this pass through various types of delays. Okay, there will be a transmission modes also. Okay, so in the each phase we have deals with various types of delays. So some important formulas like propagation delays formula, distance by speed of signal, and transmission delay means message size by bandwidth. Bandwidth is a measurement mean bit per second. Okay, so bit rate and baud rate concept is also really important. Okay, so some concept like multiplexing will be important for this year. Multiplexing here we have three types like FDM, frequency division multiplexing, wavelength division multiplexing, and time division multiplexing. Okay, and also switching. So here switching like circuit switching, packet switching, okay, and also the virtual circuit switching. Okay, so this will be important. So now we need to discuss about the important concept like transmission media. Okay, transmission media. So we have different type of transmission media, like we have guided and unguided. Okay, guided and unguided. Okay, so in guided media we have like coaxial, twisted, and fiber optics. Okay, so in unguided media we have radio wave, microwave, infrared. Okay, so this will be important for this year, unguided media. Because the guided media already asked in the previous year. Radio wave, microwave, and infrared. Okay, so now, so here we have lots of concept like collision domain, collision and broadcast domain. Okay, so this will be also important for this year, like differences can be asked. Okay, and virtual circuit versus datagram. Okay, so this can be asked from this portions, physical layer. Also some differences between Manchester and differential Manchester encoding. Okay, so that's it for now. We will discuss the protocols used in physical layer. So these are the list of protocols in physical layer like Ethernet, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and USB. So Ethernet will be the most important topic for this year 2024, and Ethernet can be asked like Ethernet version, IEEE version. So IEEE was a project in the old days, so Ethernet was one of them, and Wi-Fi. Okay, USB means here universal serial bus. Okay, so these are the physical layer protocols. So this is the second layer of the OSI model, so data link layer. So in the data link layer we have lots of concepts. Actually maximum question asked in previous year from this chapter. Okay, so numerical questions, not numerical question, from important questions. So in data link layer you first need to understand about the error detection and error correction techniques. This layer actually known for these techniques. Okay, and then you need to learn about the Hamming distance or Hamming code, because some numericals can be asked from this portion in the examination. Hamming code and distances. And then you need to learn about the linear block code. Okay, yeah, linear block code mean we have a simple parity, 2D parity. Okay, these are the numerical portion asked. Okay, CRC, cyclic redundancy check, checksum. Okay, so these are the numerical portions from data link layer. Okay, and then you need to learn about flow and error control. Okay, flow and error control, like stop and wait, go back, and selective repeat. These are the algorithms. Okay, numericals can be asked. Okay, so some concept like utilization, channel utilization, link utilization, okay, capacity can be asked. So this formula we will discuss. So this proof can be asked. Okay, so 2 to the power k greater than equal n plus k plus 1. This is related to Hamming code. K is the redundant bit and n is the data bits. Okay, so this numerical can be asked. Also some small numericals like bit stuffing, bit and byte stuffing. Okay, some important portions like you can say that piggybacking, okay, and Ethernet format. Ethernet frame format will be the important question. Ethernet frame format. Okay, this will be the important questions from data link layer from this year. And also the IEEE 802.5. okay, so the concept of router and gateway, okay. So now we need to learn about the media access layer. This is actually a sub portion of data link layer. Okay, okay, so in media access layer actually data link layer actually divided into 2 portions. Okay, logical link control and media access control. So logical link control actually consists of this portion and media access control we will discuss now. Here we will learn about the various types of access control technique. Okay, so access control. Here access control means we have a random access control and controlled access control. Okay, so 2 types, random and controlled. Both are important. Random here we have like Aloha, slotted Aloha, okay, slotted Aloha, and also CSMA, CA, and also CD, CSMA C and CSMA CD. Okay, so controlled here, controlled access control, we have 3 types: reservation, token passing, and polling. We have reservation, token passing, and polling. Okay, so these are the important topics like DCA, PCA, FHSS, DHSS, and VPN and FDDI. So the protocols in data link layer. See, data link layer actually we miss this. Data link layer actually we have some property like framing. Data is divided into some frames. Okay, and also and protocols like address resolution protocol, reverse address resolution protocol, and point-to-point protocol. And some important for this year is state transition diagram of PPP, means point-to-point protocol. Okay. PPP. Okay. So now we will discuss about important topics in network layer for examination. See, in the previous examination, it have seen that the maximum questions actually network layer have no question in the previous exam. Okay, no question asked from this chapter. So that's why from this year network layer will be the most important layer and also the data link layer and application layer also. So network layer will be the important chapter. So we need some things. Okay, at first we need to learn about some basic concepts of IP addressing, IP address, okay, MAC address, so types of IP, types of different types of IP addresses. Okay, so and then we need to find out some numericals or some short questions. Okay, how to find IP address, okay, how to find IP addresses. Okay, okay, so we have these topics in the basic portion of network layer. Okay, like subnet, subnet masks, classless and classful addressing. Okay, so concept of masks means how we can find that one IP address belong to some network. Like we have a network and we have various types of host. Okay, so one IP address consists of a net ID and host ID, means it belongs to which network and it belongs to which host. At first we need to find out the net ID and then we need to find out the host ID. So we have a given IP address and question will be that this IP address belong to which class, means class A, B, C, D. Okay, so this type of question can be asked. Okay, and also some numericals can be asked. So some other portion in the IP addressing. So in the network layer, the last portion like IPv4 header format, this will be the most important for this year, and time to live field in IP, and also internet connectionless and connection oriented services. Okay, so this is from network layer. But in network layer advanced portion like routing in network layer, this is the important topic from this year, because very maximum numerical question will be asked from routing. Okay, so you have a graph and you need to find out the least cost, okay, and the best path for routing. Okay, so in the concept of routing we have various type of routing like static, dynamic, default. Okay, and also we need to learn about the routing tables structures, like various type of columns in routing table is also there, like net ID, host ID, different type of networks. Okay, so routing table, we need to learn about the routing table concept and the structure of a routing table. Okay, so this is the architecture of routing algorithm, like adaptive, non-adaptive and broadcasting. In adaptive we have centralized, isolated, distributed and delta. But in distributed is the topic for Makaut syllabus, and in distributed we have distance vector and link state routing. And non-adaptive, flooding and random walk is important, but multipath is not important for that. For now we have some concept like how we can find out the routing. Okay, so routing have various methods like hop count method. Okay, next hop method, routing table, how we can construct. Okay, something known as autonomous system. Okay, and also routing protocols like intra-domain and inter-domain routing. Okay, in intra-domain routing we have a distance vector. Here we use the RIP, routing information protocol, and link state. Here we use the open shortest path method. Okay, OSPF. Okay, so the routing matrix is also important. Okay, routing matrix is also important. You can find out on internet for routing matrix. Okay, so numerical and algorithms can be asked from routings concept. Okay, like link distance vector routings from numerical question can be asked, and link state also can be asked. Bellman-Ford algorithms also, and Dijkstra algorithms. So in question you have some graph and you need to find out the least cost from router A to router anything, like router C or router D. Okay, so you have a graph and you have various types of router interconnected together. So you need to find out the distance between shortest distance. Okay, so this type of questions can be asked. So some important formula for computer network, like you can say in data link layer, actually skip this topic, like efficiency. Okay, like eta. So efficiency in the some formula you can say that 1 plus 2 into a. This is the formula for here. A equal propagation time delay by transmission time delay. Okay, we already discussed our formulas. So this is the maximum efficiency in the stop and wait protocol, and also some question like throughput, the relation between the efficiency and throughput. Throughput equal eta into bandwidth. Okay, so this numerical question, some numerical question can be asked from this portion. Okay, and you can remember this formula 1 by 2, 1 plus 2a. This is the efficiency. Okay, and also different types of casting like unicast, broadcast, multicast. Okay, some important question like count infinity problem in distance vector routing. Count infinity problem. Okay, count infinity problem and its solution. One question already in the old years, one question is asked from this portion. You can check in Java Point website for this portion. Okay, this is important for this year. So these are the networking protocols: IP, ICMP, IGMP, RIP, OSPF and BGP. Okay, and also BOOTP and DHCP is the protocol for network layers. Okay, so you can understand these topics. Okay, so from transport layer we have this topic like congestion control, different types of method like open loop method, closed loop method. In closed loop we have back pressure and choke pocket. These are the important for Makaut purpose, because we have lots of topic in open loop and closed loop, but our university syllabus in back pressure and choke pocket. And QoS like reliability, delay, jitter and bandwidth. These are quality of services list of for congestion control and transport layer. TCP and TCP header. From in the last year the TCP header already asked. So here, so in this year the IP header or Ethernet format can be asked, because TCP header was the most important part, and also UDP header, but UDP header is very small. TCP header is like big frame. Okay, so leaky bucket, token bucket already asked, so leaky bucket will be important for this year. And also stream control transmission protocol will be important for transport layer purpose. Okay, so socket programming is also important topics for transport layer also. This will be the important for this year. So for presentation and application layer we have data encryption, cryptography, RSA algorithm, okay, symmetric and asymmetric. So here numerical question like theoretical question. Actually presentation and application layer actually part of theoreticals. Okay, so parallel already asked in previous year. So digital signature in this year will be important like FTP, HTTP, SMTP, DNS, POP, IMAP, Telnet. These are the application layer protocol. CQS socket, SSL, TLS, SSH. Okay, so secure shell. These are the important application protocols for presentation and application layer. So that's it, and this is the end of the video, and thanks for watching. Okay, so net computer network, here we will end our video. So you can subscribe our channel and also watch our more videos in our channels. Okay, so for now, goodbye, thanks for watching.